What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, OG is back. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. Anyways, people, today it's going to be a short video, and I'm going to discuss how OG was caught slipping, man, on my way to Vegas, baby. Got caught slipping. True story. Stick around. Don't cut out early, because you guys already know this is a fitness channel, and on this fitness channel, I always have to start off talking about fitness, nutrition, or overall health in general. But before I go and do that, I need to give a shout out to all my channel members, subscribers, followers, and everybody that's been interacting with my channel, man. You guys are really highly appreciated. So, yes, I did get caught slipping. Stick around. I'll let you know how I got caught slipping. But yeah, anyways, people, today we're gonna just shoot from the hips, just from let it roll off my tongue. A little bit about nutrition, man. I see it day in, day out, especially, man, over there in Vegas. Every last person, man, was like, whoo-wee. They really gotta start investing in their overall health. I mean, I understand, Vegas, they call it Sin City, baby, but you don't have to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Unhealthy. You see these cats, man, they're just barely making it walking down the street and shit. And in that weather, oh my goodness. I seen a couple of people fall out while I was over there as well. But anyways, people, this topic right here is about changing your health, man. The easiest way is to change your behavior, your behavioral pattern in eating. We're taught the first thing to do when we get up in the morning is to feed ourselves. That is absolutely incorrect, people. Your body has so much stored fat on it, stored energy, that it could feed itself. We've just created a bad habit for us. We didn't know any better. We were taught that as kids, you know what I mean? So it went on through generation after generation. Yeah, it's important to feed yourself, but you don't have to do that first thing in the morning. Trust and believe, man. Your body has over 200,000 calories of stored energy, and that goes for even the healthiest person around. Even, for me, you know what I mean? Which I don't have very much body fat on me at all. I've gained a little bit more only because I'm bulking up a little bit, but that's it. But nothing major. I'm probably still maybe in the low double digits percentage body fat. You know what I mean? Very low. But anyways, people, you got to start off changing your ways of eating. Break that habit. You know what I mean? Fast. That's where they come up with the word breakfast. It's because you break your fast. The time from when you go to sleep and the time that you wake up and when you eat again, that is a fast. So what you want to do when you get up in the morning, you want to stretch it out. Push your breakfast time to, try to push it, a couple of hours longer. Nothing major, just simple steps at the beginning. Baby step it, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to try to do this extreme extension in your eating pattern, because it's going to be hard. It's like kicking drugs, you know what I mean? It's like with anything else. It's going to take time, you know what I mean? It takes a little bit of practice. You can't just go in there and expect to fucking smash this shit. It's just unheard of, you know what I mean? Very rare people could do that. You know what I mean? You really have to be dedicated, disciplined, and really have that willpower to do something like that. I mean, just go fucking all-out warrior status from the jump. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to teach you the easiest way here to how to do this, man. Because when you invest in your health, man, I'm going to tell you that the benefits of investing in your health, man, is you'll live longer. You know what I mean? You'll live happier. Your cognitivity, your clarity, your focus, everything's going to be improved. Then mood swings will be gone. You know what I mean? Anxiety, you'll be able to shake them anxieties that people have at times, you know what I mean? Because a lot of that stuff is it stems from poor nutrition, people. And if you really look into it and do the science behind it, the way the body behaves is really based upon the nutrition. If you're eating healthy and you're eating clean and taking care of your body, it's gonna perform at its best, people. So, anyways, back to that breaking that habit, man. Yes, I do ramble on a lot. That's what this OG does, man. Before I start rambling on anymore, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all. Let's get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers. That way I could start doing lives on a regular basis. We got to come up with a day for me to do the lives. So if you guys are comfortable with the weekend shot, we could do that. But I am going to give you guys a surprise live soon. I'll give you a short notice, and more than likely it'll probably be on a Sunday. Let me know if that's good or bad for you guys. Sunday or Saturday. Just let me know. You know what I mean? I'll pop in a live just to give it a test run. That way I can see how it's done. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how to do them yet. You know what I mean? I've done them a couple times on Instagram, but those are like different. It's a different format. So anyways, people, break that way of eating, man, that pattern of eating. So when you get up in the morning, stretch it out a couple hours, you know what I mean? And then eventually you'll try to stretch it out until like noontime. What you want to try to accomplish here is getting your body to autophagy. You know what I mean? Once it gets to that stage of autophagy, what that does, people, it starts to recycle the damaged proteins that are in your body. You have a lot of damaged proteins that are, blocking mechanical pathways that, prevents nutrients from getting to the organs where they need to be taken to, you know what I mean, to be fed, especially when you have like heart conditions, brain conditions and stuff like that, you know what I mean. A way to help yourself with that is to get your body to go through autophagy. Like I said, it breaks down the amino acids, it breaks down the damaged proteins and recycles them as amino acids. And that's the best form of amino acids. Now, keep in mind, people, yes, people love to take amino acid supplements, amino acids. You got to keep in mind, they can be good for you or bad for you, you know what I mean? They could cause nausea, dysfunctional stuff. You could lose sight of focus. If you're taking too much amino acids, it can be. So always check with your doctor, you know what I mean, on the amount of dosage that you should be taking of amino acids. You got to keep in mind, though, those are supplemental, and you could take too much and it could do more damage than good, you know what I mean. The best amino acids are getting them through your foods, so that's a whole nother topic we could talk about as well. That's the best sort of amino acids, people. I mean, I know everybody likes to go the easy route, and like I said, the easy route sometimes more than likely is not the best route. Well, anyways, people, let me explain to you, man. When you invest in your health today, man, the benefits of investing in your health today, it's not all about the weight that you lose. It's about how much life you gain out of it, okay? Not only will you be able to avoid them unnecessary doctor visits, because keep in mind, Medicare isn't getting any better, people. They ain't covering like the way they used to back in the day for our parents, you know what I mean? You're gonna start digging in them motherfucking pockets to pay them bills, and them bills are expensive. I can tell you right now, that operation that I had on my shoulder was over 100 racks. Okay, it's a good thing I had something lined up for that, because my hard-headed ass would have said, fuck it, leave it alone. I'll run with that shoulder all fucked up. You know what I mean? I kind of like regret getting it. All bullshit aside, people, because, man, I'm struggling like at nighttime when I sleep and all that. I'm learning to deal with it. I'm still going through pretty much physical training for myself. You know what I mean? I'm doing some stretches, and, I feel it's very painful. If anybody that's been through shoulder surgery, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain, you know what I mean? You really had to have experienced it yourself, you know what I mean? It's not very comfortable. They say it's beneficial, but then some people say it's not beneficial. At the end of the day, I took a chance, because how would I know unless I didn't take a chance, you know what I mean? So I actually could lift a little bit more weight than I was able to before. Before the surgery, I would see the deformity in my shoulder. Now it's gone away. it's actually starting to develop better now. So I've seen some benefits, but the nighttime sleep, oh my God, it's terrible. Well, anyways, people, I did ramble on, didn't I? Fuck, man, this cat rambles on a whole bunch, man, but it is what it is. So anyways, people, let's start fucking investing in your health today, man. That way you can start avoiding, unnecessary doctor visits when you get older, because trust and believe, that time keeps on going, people. That motherfucker ain't stopping for nobody. And if any of you guys can figure out how to stop the hands of time, shoot it my way, because I've been trying to pump the brakes on that motherfucker every day. These days just fly by now. After you reach a certain age, it's like, woo-wee, slow down, baby. You know what I mean? I've been looking for that fucking brake pedal for the longest, man. I can't find it, but it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their expiration date, and that's one of the other benefits, man. When you invest in your health today, you will live the full expectancy of your life. Unless, some type of accident comes across. That's something that can be avoided. But, when it's your time no matter what. You could be the healthiest cat in the world, you know what I mean? When the man up above calls your number, it's time to go, baby. Ain't nothing stopping it. You know what I'm saying? But to live a regular, productive life and live it healthy, guarantee, man, you get the full maximum amount of life out of your life, man. But if you're going to sit around and fucking just destroy your body, you're going to shortchange it. It might be fun and glamorous at that point in time. Like I see them cats in Vegas. Yeah, they're having a great old time. But you see them, man, they're fucking choking their fucking lungs up at the fucking craps tables and everything else. It's like, Jesus Christ. This fool got all that feria, but he can't do nothing with it. Yeah, he could buy his happiness, but is it really happiness? That fool cannot go out there and go do what he really would want to do. You know what I mean? He's gonna observe all the other healthy people doing it, wishing that he could do that. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, that's one of the best investments that you could do, is investing in your health, man. And when you get older, you'll be able to, like I said, avoid all them unnecessary doctor bills, and you'll still be able to stick around for your grandchildren, man. Be able to go run around and do the things that you didn't do with your children. Because let's face it, a lot of us, we regret a lot of shit that we didn't do with our children. You know what I mean? Because we were so fucking consumed with work and trying to put food on the table. You know what I mean? And we can't give them back that lost time, but we can make better times for the future, and that's one thing that you'll benefit too about this. So anyways, I've been 12 minutes in already, a bunch of rambling. I know you guys are gonna hate this shit, but 12 minutes in, so let's talk about OG slipping. Boy, you guys already know OG went to motherfucking Las Vegas. And how does everybody get caught slipping? Remember, this video is gonna be short and sweet, okay? Don't think it's fucking clickbait, because it's not. When you get caught slipping, it's because you get fucking comfortable with yourself. You get comfortable with your surroundings. It's kind of like what we do when we're in certain places. We'll rock a motherfucker to sleep, right? And then he gets got. You feel me? But this is a whole different situation right here. I'm on my way to Vegas, doing my thing. You know what I mean? Getting beamed up off of fucking coffee. I have like a 40 ounce of fucking Warichi with me. I have one of them big old fucking my son bought me like a supersized Yeti thermos, man. It's like fucking 3 cups of coffee in there. I fill that thing up and boom, I'm gone. And then actually I have my little small one in the morning before I go take off to Vegas, because I'll get up early a little bit earlier to do my exercise before I bounce to Vegas. So that'll be like going on my 4th cup of coffee, man. Well, anyways, OG gets you smashing on that motherfucking 15 freeway, right? I know it because I travel it quite frequently, man. And see, that's the thing about, once you get comfortable with your surroundings, people get loose. And I see it day in, day out here, especially on social media with some of these podcasters. They get really loose and they catch themselves slipping, and it's too late. Why? Because it's out here on social media. Once it's been put out, other cats are waiting for you to slip and fall. That way they can fucking smut you up and, try to throw you under the bus. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. Individuals, certain individuals, and it's happened with just about everybody. But anyways, this OG got caught slipping. Yeah, I'm fucking smashing. Boom. Once I get past Barstow, there's a stretch right there. For those of you that know, it's from Barstow that goes to, let's see, to the customs line right there, just before fucking Prim, the state line, right? and it's an open highway, baby. Boom, I'm fucking smashing. I'm probably doing about maybe 120. You know what I mean? Around there. And if you're going to be doing that, you need to be focused on where the fuck you driving at. You know what I mean? Because all it takes is one wrong movement in front of you, and that's it. It's a motherfucking wrap. You know what I mean? I got so fucking comfortable and just flying through that motherfucking course. I was getting my motherfucking Mario Kart on. If you're familiar with Mario Kart, it's a video game. I only say that because my son plays it every now and then. Mario Kart, you see our heads bobbing around and shit. I'll be bobbing and weaving, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, I feel like I feel like fucking Mario Andretti and shit. But anyways, people, I got caught slipping, man. Long and behold, I'm fucking flying, man, and I'm so used to nobody being around. And long and behold, to the left, there's a CHP cop right there. Boom! I hit my brakes, man. And as soon as I go off them, I go past him, I let off my brakes so it doesn't see. I'm trying to fake this fool out, but he caught me. I was caught. Straight up, man, I was caught. So by the time he played it off and shit, started rolling up on me, and then finally he decides to pull me over, and I pull over, you know what I'm saying? And then long story short, you know what I mean? He said, you know why I pulled you over? Well, no, why'd you pull me over? I'm not gonna admit to something. That's a no-no, you know what I mean? That's how they get a lot of people. You know why I pulled you over? Oh yeah, I got this, motherfucker. Don't tell it yourself. Let them tell you no. I don't know why you pulled me over. Yeah, I clocked you doing about 102 miles an hour. What's the hurry? I'm not in no hurry. I'm just trying to get to the restroom. I gotta go take a shit, man. Did you know there was a big accident down the street? I was stuck in that motherfucker for about 45 minutes. He said, well, why didn't you stop at the rest area? Well, so usually when the first rest area is closed, so is the second one. So I didn't pay no attention to it. I was just trying to get my ass down to Prim in a safe manner and go take a shit. Well, anyways, he goes, oh, let me see your driver's license, registration. Boom, hand him over everything. Boom. He said, oh, you're a Class A driver, huh? You still drive trucks? Absolutely. Who do you drive for? I gave my company name. Boom, boom. When you act like this, there's no sign of like bullshit. You know what I mean? So I'm retired from truck driving, people, but you know what I mean? I was able to just let it boom, 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 do my thing. So anyways, he took my license and he came back with the story. You know, man, I'm going to give you a break here. You have a break, my ass. This motherfucker's not going to give me a break. That means he's just going to knock it down and tell me that he ain't going to clock me for 102 miles an hour. You know, I was actually going faster than that. You know what I mean? But I'm going to contest this shit because he did write down there why the reason he pulled me over 102 miles an hour in the number 2 lane. And then down below the infraction, approximately 95 miles per hour. So there's a discrepancy there. You know, see what I'm saying? There's a good cause for me to contest this ticket, because which is it? You can't have two speed limits there. He said he pulled me over because I was doing 102 miles per hour in the number 2 lane. And then when it comes down to it, he puts approximate speed 95 miles per hour. You know, that's something that's contestable. And I know this because I used to be a truck driver. Which is it? Is it 102 or 95? Are you sure it wasn't 80? Because I think I was only doing like 80. You know what I mean? You were 10 miles over, 15 miles over. You know what I'm saying? So, gentlemen, what do you think, man? Do I got a good chance on contesting this? But that's what happened, man. I was caught fucking slipping. You know what I mean? I got comfortable. So when you get caught comfortable, you get caught slipping. Well, anyways, people. You guys may not like this. You guys may think it's clickbait, but it is what it is, baby. I did get caught slipping. I ain't lying about that. So if you guys want to get started in your fitness journey and start becoming that 10.5, you guys already know what time it is. Shoot me that DM at high_power_fitness, high_power_fitness_, or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. You could get results, baby. I'm telling you. OG what? I'd say I'm 55 now. You know what I mean? I'm closer to 55 than I am 54. But, you know, OG on top of his game. I should have went over there and fucking swallowed up on them motherfucking, what are them Chippendale dudes? Show them what's up, like what a real motherfucker OG look like, right? Just getting my clown on, people. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, you guys already know. Hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all. Share this channel. Let's get it to 10,000 subscribers. That way I could do lives on a regular basis. Okay? I am going to hit you guys with a surprise live, and more than likely it's going to be a weekend run. Just a pre-run, just to see how we go, okay? Let me know which day works best for you guys, Saturday or Sunday, you know what I mean? Right now, I'm going to squeeze it in, and we'll start running that live, man. Let's get this motherfucking YouTube out of the act, people. Now, with that being said, enjoy your weekend, man. Get up and get yours. Let's do this. Look at that shit. Woo-wee. Results, baby.